what we're going to be covering on the webinar. First up, I want to tell you how I became an accidental millionaire. It wasn't something I particularly set out to do. It was certainly something that resulted out of my course of action, and I'm going to be explaining exactly how I did that. But more importantly, out of that process, I'm going to show you how I replaced my accountancy income that I was earning. And it was taking me 18 months to do that. That doesn't seem like a lot of time to actually get out there and replace your income. Now, I'm going to go through exactly how I did that and how you can do the same. I've got many students who have done exactly that. They've come on board and they have replaced their income. And you know what? Some of them have even done it faster than me. So maybe that should be your goal, to get out there and beat me in the process. I'm also going to be looking at how you can start to achieve similar kind of results. And I'll be stepping you through a process of how you actually go about replacement of income, because it is a strategic process. It's not something that you're going to achieve if you just go down the normal path. I mean, you've all heard the old adage, that if nothing changes, then guess what? Nothing changes. So I know that the webinar coming up is going to make a big difference to the way you think and the way you start to make things happen in your life. And there's a whole lot of other stuff that I'll be covering on the webinar. So as I say, pop it into the diary, put a little alarm on so that, it beeps at you an hour or so before the webinar so that you don't forget. If I could go accounting and economics hat on for a moment, I'm going to ask you a question. If there was one thing that you could do that would guarantee the 90% success rate, would you do it? Would you make it happen? I think most of you are going to say, yes, I would, of course. If I could guarantee a 90% success in whatever I was choosing to go and do, would I do it? Of course I would. Well, how do you do that? What's that one thing? I'm going to tell you. It's strategic planning, investing to a strategic plan. Now, there's a few things that I'm going to be covering on the webinar that are quite detailed, and you might need to get your head around. So I thought I'd take the opportunity and give you a little bit of a sneak peek, a little bit of an introduction into some of the fundamental things that you need to get into place before I see you on the webinar. Because I can't